The concerning new information about how long it took for police to enter the school while the gunman was inside. Matt Gutman starts us off outside Robb Elementary School in Uvalde. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. Investigators facing two primary questions this morning. The first is why the school wasn't put on lockdown immediately after 911 calls came in about shots fired just feet from its main building. That was 10 full minutes before the gunman entered the building. And the second primary question is why officers who were armed with long guns themselves decided not to rush into that classroom and instead wait a full hour for a SWAT team to arrive. This morning, parents demanding answers from law enforcement, incensed that an 18-year-old was able to go on an hour-long rampage, killing 19 children and 2 of their teachers.
They said they rushed in and all that. We didn't see that.
Authorities now admitting it appears the gunman entered the school's main building from an unlocked door and was never approached by a school safety officer. Police studying this video appearing to show him walk in.
He walked in unobstructed initially.
A key focus now in the investigation, why the school failed to impose a lockdown. Officials say at 11:28 a.m., the suspect crashed his grandmother's car on the perimeter of the school, got out with an AR-style rifle and a backpack filled with ammunition, and fired at 2 nearby witnesses as he made his way toward the school. The first 911 call made at 11:30 a.m., which protocol states should have immediately triggered a lockdown. Over the next 10 minutes, police say the gunman walked outside the school, firing at it. He climbed over a fence, entered the building at 11:40 a.m. At 11:43 a.m., the Uvalde School District posting on Facebook that a lockdown was now in effect for the entire campus. But by then, the gunman was already inside.
He walks, and I'm going to approximate 20 feet, 30 feet. He makes a right. He walks into the hallway. He makes a right, walks another 20 feet. Turns left into a schoolroom, into a classroom that has doors open in the middle.
10-year-old Gemma Lopez was in a classroom down the hall. When did you notice that something was wrong?
Well, whenever the bullet came through the wall. So I turned off the lights, everybody went up under the table.
And had you practiced lockdown drills?
Yes, since kindergarten or pre-K.
Kindergarten. But this time, there was no lockdown.
No lockdown. I heard the officers yelling at the shooter.
What did you hear them yelling?
To put the firearm down. And then the shooter said, leave me alone, please. And then he started shooting.
Gemma's best friend, Mary Garcia, killed. Authorities say 4 minutes after the shooter entered the building, law enforcement was inside but took fire. They retreated and called for additional resources. Starting to film the commotion was Jesse Ortiz, who lives across the street. His video, exclusive to ABC News, shows officers taking cover behind a vehicle. Did you tell them to go in?
I was yelling, why don't you guys go in? Why don't you guys go in?
The video then shows a team going in, but they held outside the classroom. Police say to focus on evacuating other children from the school.
Approximately an hour later, U.S. Border Patrol tactical teams arrive. They make entry, shoot and kill the suspect.
As Ortiz kept filming, the chaos unfolding in the street.
Get across the street!
Parents clashing with police. Enraged to see so many officers standing outside while their children were trapped inside.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cops just talking to each other, doing nothing.
Now, the school system had recently doubled its funding for security, adding additional officers, and it raises a question whether any measures could actually stop a determined lone wolf-style attacker armed with an AR-style rifle from entering a school like that. But investigators tell me that the most basic measures, like imposing a lockdown immediately and actually locking the doors of the school, were not implemented. Cecilia.
Oh, those videos of those parents are just gut-wrenching to watch. Okay, Matt, thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.